Urukira taking on even Argenport for the finals. So let's head down to the finals. Our players are ready. We're going to be watching from the Urukira side, and we will see them in just a moment. But let's head down to the finals. We've got Derek Davis versus Oldrich. All right, welcome everybody. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Welcome everybody to the finals. I'll get all this fixed in just a moment. First, let me just tell the players that they're good to go, and then we will hop right in. All right. Players are good to go. Forgive me. It's late, everyone.
Not a problem.
All right. Here we go. Players are ready there. And then I'll get the hand cams up in just a moment. All right, what do you think of this matchup? You got Urukira versus even Argenport. We saw that Argenport had the tools to beat aggro. Is this what we think is going to come up here? Now, Urukira has a little bit more defense against that, though. They have more
honestly,
sort of counterplay.
Yes, because Urukira depends on a bunch of really efficient 2-drops. And Argenport, this variant, has 7 different spells that say kill all your 2-drops. So
good point. You're saying the deck that relies on 2-drops is a little bit weaker against the deck that has spells that say kill all your 2-drops?
Yes. So I think that's the selling point here. The Oldrich called the meta and said, hey, look, if people are going to apply a lot of Genev, a lot of Elysian, and a lot of Kira, and all of those decks have the same sort of commonality that people are just trying to, tempo you out of the game with these super efficient influence matters or some other way of scaling them 1 and 2 drops. Well, I'm just going to play 3 Aramox Designs and 4 Know Thy Enemy and just hit you with 7 Sweeper. And with 7 Plague Winds at, no less. So good luck, have fun wading through all of that.
All right, I'm going to switch over because of some spectating issues. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch them so that we're actually going to see opposite sides. So we're going to watch from Oldrich side, we're going to watch from the even Argenport side, and we're going to see Derek Davis's hand cam on the top. So let me turn that one back on. But sorry for that switch, everybody. But nothing has changed. We're still in game 1 here of the finals. Oldrich looking at a hand of 3 copies of Promo Wasteland Broker, a Vanquish, a Svetya, and 1 copy of Baby Vara there. It's pretty good.
So this Vara came down maybe a little bit too quickly because there's no Aegis to eat.
Yeah, true.
And now the Huntress is going to come out and get her.
That Levitate just to cycle through there for Derek Davis, get another card. We're going to do it again. Let's Levitate and see another fresh card. Kira ascending the draw there.
Okay. So get the 3 damage while you can, and then Kira sending etchings into pristine light, I think, has to be the play. Because going Onslaught Merchant won't matter because hi, there's a Vara in play. Boom.
Yep. No Aegis there. Nothing can have Aegis thanks to that Vara.
Yep.
Still going to be able to go to the market here. It's too early for Ruffian. You could always just get Palace. Could get Bring to Justice. Oh, Palace is already gotten. You're right. Palace is already in hand. My mistake. But going to go ahead and get Vanquisher's Blade here.
Ooh, this Decro's Ruin. Exactly. Ooh.
That's spicy here. Yeah, Fire Oldrich didn't even think about that one. Said, hey, get that Ruin here.
You're playing a deck that relies on drawing lots and lots of cards. Yeah, we're going to put a wrench in those gears.
Yeah, one of the interesting things about Ruin, even you can debate its power level, I think, back and forth, but one of the interesting things that it does for sure is it sort of changes It changes the dynamic or the axis that the game is played on, where
Right,
it kind of forces Derek Davis to do something different than what the original plan was. You can't just sit back there and draw a whole bunch of cards and, wait
right,
to get some advantage. You just can't afford to do that anymore. So it changes Derek Davis' hand. Now maybe it's not enough. You could definitely argue that it's not powerful enough, but it does change the dynamic. So we'll see how Derek Davis reacts to that shift in dynamic based on
right,
their hand.
right. But now that that bar is gone, you can set up this palace. This palace will give this Kira Aegis.
Mm-hmm. It will, and it's going to make this smuggler pretty big here. Fourth copy of Wasteland Broker.
Wow, that's not something you're looking for when you have a Lightbringer 1 power away from coming down.
All right, so didn't put Backbreaker in this time. Gonna have to look up what I forget what the other option was for Oldrich.
Mhm.
Vanquisher's Blade. Okay, put a
Okay.
Vanquisher's Blade with the first Wasteland Broker in.
So Wisdom of the Elder is gonna go off, and that will drain Derek Davis for 2. But guess what? Here's another free swing for 7.
Yeah, yeah, it's another
Goodbye,
big
Golem.
hit.
That has to be goodbye, Golem.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You don't. Sometimes you take that, but in this situation, that's half your life total, and you've got a golem. You gotta throw it in front of there. And
Yep.
here's, like you said, this is big. This is powered up, fully powered up Kira with Aegis here. And yeah, you've got the ruins, so you got to be a little careful. But Derek Davis is still at 19. Fully powered up Kira with Sack the City and Aegis is going to do a lot more damage than that ruin's going to do.
And how about 2 fully powered up Kiras?
Ooh, yeah, another Kira. Look at that. And then a Bring to Justice as well. This is just probably lethal next turn. Depends what Oldrich can do, but there's a Bring to Justice in hand. Plus Sack the
Right.
City. That's got to be just infinite damage.
Yep. It. How much damage is that? Way too much.
Way too much damage. With the Kiras. Sack the City plus the Kira, 2 Kiras attacking. And I can't math that high. Well, Bring to
Don't
Justice
need
one of
to.
them, and this is a lot. Pump the first one, pump the second one.
And it doesn't
15,
matter what
30
kind
is
of block.
30 is going to get through even with a block, so that's going to be more than enough. And Derek Davis
Yeah.
is going to take game number 1 with Harukira over Oldrich's deck. Okay.
Yep. We saw not a single copy of the kill all your 2-drop sweepers.
We did not. You're
Nor
right.
did we see a lot of the 2-drop.
True. Here's the
That was
Harukira
just
list.
that was just merchant beat.
Your argument was based on the fact that the deck is full of kill all your 2-drops. If you take that out and you say you didn't see any cards that say kill all your 2-drops, then I can see how that would be a little bit different.
Yeah, then the Argenport deck is just embarrassing.
Alrighty, well, it looks like they are good for game number 2. Yeah, I mean they're probably like us, right? Let's just fire it off. Next one, next game. Let's go.
This has to be a ship from Oldrich. That hand literally cannot play.
Yeah, that's gonna be a ship there. Derek Davis keeping their hand of double Hoj and double Levitate Justice Etchings. No surprise there.
Now this hand
Oof.
very much can play.
You
Like,
can, but
cast all his cards.
you can cast all your spells, but there's nothing doing in that hand is the problem.
True. And we're back to a hand that can't play.
All right. Went to a 6. Now, that's a really interesting mulligan. Oldrich didn't think about it too long, but that second hand was really interesting because you could play everything, you could ramp, but it had no real interaction, it had no real threat, so you were kind of relying on the top of your deck. This hand can't cast anything, but if you get there, you've got some good cards.
Oh, for sure.
All right, this Hojin
So
here, 4/3 lifesteal. That's the first Hojin. Let's levitate on here. Trigger. Good ramp plus get to draw a card. This is a nice little synergy. You like to have that on your turn 3. Attack in, knock Oldrich down to 19. Levitate. Again, gonna draw another card. Just gonna keep drawing cards, cycling through here. Lots of 2-drops to play. So you could deploy 2-drops this turn. Can go Hojin Hojin, Hojin Ikaria. Could also go with 3-drop into 1-drop. That might be better. Maybe just attack in, get Smuggler down.
I mean, cycling the second Levitate on a Hojin who already used up his renown instead of playing the second Hojin, that seemed a bit. I mean, I understand respecting the sweepers, but you're already down the card because you're not getting the Justice Sigil.
Mm-hmm. Etching's here, going
So
to go to the market and going to get Palace. We saw that be very good in past games. No surprise getting it here. That's going to knock Oldrich down to 13. Derek Davis looks in great shape here. You have a Know Thy Enemy, though, that can wipe both of these. Can Derek Davis kill each unit? If Derek Davis has Silverblade Intrusion, that's just invulnerable to damage, though. That's not going to protect them from Know Thy Enemy.
it was for the nearly free Denouncer.
And Oldrich instead going to play out Roland here.
Setting up the Roland for the KTE. And that is going to suddenly create a field of Valkyrie. So the play here is to swing with the Denouncer and immediately bring the Roland to justice.
Yeah. We do have the Smuggler, so we can go get the Bring to Justice. Okay, gonna Levitate the Hojin. Then play the Smuggler. I want to get in a little bit more damage. Oh, gonna go Trick Shot Ruffian. Is that lethal, though?
Lethal?
That's 5 plus...
8?
Let's see. 5 plus... No, plus 6. That's only gonna put Oldrich down to 2. But...
Uh-oh.
No, that's because these are flying deadlies. So that's... You really got to take care of that Roland.
That was not a good play because how is a Hurikira deck getting in those last points of damage?
Yeah, Corviat Palace can do a lot of things, but getting rid of 3 1/1 flying deadlies is not something that Corviat Palace can do.
Ikaria is going to eat this Vanquish, and suddenly...
Well, so you have to go... I mean, I guess you have to go wide here and try to go around, but now Oldrich has the opening to say Vanquish, Nectar of Unlife, drawing cards. Another copy of Know Thy Enemy. Is there any way to get the Denouncer through?
No. Urikira's way through always was, hey, I have Flyer.
Does Derek Davis have Tower?
Nope. Ever since it got nerfed, it got cut. So he does have Valise. If he can find Valise, he can overwhelm.
Overwhelm, sure. Transform 2 of your units into each other. Runic Transformation. No, that's not going to do anything. Put it to the bottom. Svetya. Pretty good. I mean, Oldrich can kind of just sit back here.
Yeah, Oldrich has a lot bigger of a hand. And a very precarious life total. So Oldrich needs to, A, defend the life total, and B, swing with that Roland. Like, what is that Roland doing? What?
Look at this attack.
That just leaves us dead in the. That just dead in the air.
Well, Nectar can knock this down, right? And Know Thy Enemy can take care of this. It wouldn't be totally dead. Plus, yeah, if you're going to lose one. So, don't think quite dead. Going to take out the Palace with the Nectar of Unlife. So, Palace down. And now this Vara is going to be pretty good because this Vara is going to have lifesteal, so that's going to put Oldrich out. So basically one turn to try to figure out something to do, and that's not going to be it. Just a symbols. Oh man, Derek Davis was so close. But Oldrich, well played. Going to tie it up at one game apiece. Finals is going to go down. Finals is going to go down to game 3.
Yep. Derek Davis smelled blood and got led astray. 2 is not 0. Kira is a beatdown deck. You have to have control of the board. You're not a fire deck. You're not looking to top deck Torch or Jack. You are looking down, and in order to do that, you have to be in position to make attacks.
Yep.
And using up the last year of resources just to do non-lethal damage isn't such a good idea there.
Turns out math is not just for blockers.
No, math is definitely for attack.
All right, here we go. Game 3 of the finals. We've got Oldrich versus Derek Davis. Winner is the first invite to the Summer Invitational. Also, $20 richer. Which, you could take that. Not bad.
Yep.
You can buy yourself a Starbucks with it.
Yep. The way I see this, for Oldrich, 2 power and a golem. Keep it.
Yep, 2 power golem is a pretty even keep here. Even-handed golem. 2 copies of Vara Vengeance Seeker. Ikaria is going to hit the board for Derek Davis. That's a good start. Next turn, we'll have to see the classic decision of play out another unit or ramp with the Ikaria. Good draws for Oldrich there. Vanquish into Know Thy Enemy.
Meanwhile, Ikaria is going to do what Ikaria does when you let her. So Ikaria turns into a bird.
Now, notably, Oldrich used all 3 power and has not drawn power. Has drawn Vanquish, Know Thy Enemy, and Speaking Circle. So if Oldrich wants to deploy out and have a good turn 4, they need to draw an undepleted power here. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of an awkward turn 4. And by awkward, I mean a basically useless turn 4.
Correct.
Well, with that valise, all right. Depleted, but Derek Davis played out a target for the Vanquish. So literally the only card that Oldrich could cast, Derek Davis has to play out a target for. Now Derek Davis is going to play out a Kira. 2 copies of Kira plus a Silverblade Intrusion. But, as we mentioned before, Silverblade Intrusion does not stop Know Thy Enemy.
But we can still draw.
We can draw some cards. But still going to lose the Kiras. So a hand is now 2 copies of Valkyrie Enforcer, a Huntress, and a Levitate. Vara Vengeance Seeker. Let's see the sack. I think you gotta let it go and come up with some other. Well, let's see. We got a Huntress, so the Huntress could take it down, but gonna gain a bunch of health off of that. And Huakira does not do well in the face of a Vara, does it?
No, Vara is one of the. Vara is generally considered a bane of your deck.
Alright, well, gonna attack in. Why not? It's not blocking these Valkyrie. Here comes another copy of Vara. Gonna have to give it a 5/5. Now, like we said, you can kill it with a Mavela. Ooh! Oh, what a draw! Oh my goodness, what a draw! Rhyme Conclave Smuggler can get Bring to Justice, can take out the second Vara. And Oldrich, 2 5/5 Varas, cannot gain any health off of it and is now facing down lethal.
Yep.
What a draw there for Derek Davis, using this Valkyrie aggro here.
Exactly.
I thought Valkyrie aggro was something we only did in Expedition, but here we go. Valkyrie aggro in Throne. Oldrich, this is a tough spot. You can Know Thy Enemy, but that doesn't kill the Enforcers. You're not technically dead, but that's pretty risky to go for that. Or
Like
you
I
just
think,
you have to though. You can't golem into a blind draw. Oh,
and that's just game.
and the bubble shield, and that's just game. Derek Davis, wow. Well played by Derek Davis to rebuild after that early start and really take that. So congratulations, Derek Davis, on the big win. You are the champion tonight with Huru Kira.